Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Ameera. Today I would like to explain about the indicators that I have choose is moving average convergence divergence and relative strength indicators or RSI. I choose Takaful to analyze the chart and also choose the stocks at 1 year time frame from 1st June 2020 until 30th June 2021. We are using moving average convergence divergence and rate of change as an indicator. For the trend analysis in this stock, we can see the downtrend line in the mid of March and then the stock keeps rating the lower high in the end of 2021. For the support and resistance line, we identified some of the lines in the stock. We can see the first resistance line is on April 21st, 2021 until June 25th, 2021. It was the highest price before the current price. For the second resistance line shows on November 11, 2020 until March 18, 2021. Besides, we can see in the chart the support line started on the 1st November 2020 until 10 February 2021. As we can see on 9 November 2020 and 9 February 2021, it shows the buying signal because the signal line crosses below MACD line. On March 22nd, the chart shows a selling signal because the signal line crosses above MACD line. For RSI, on 2nd November 2020, there is a buying signal and it also happened on 26th January 2021. Buying signal happens when the price started to increase. On 17 March 2021, it shows a selling signal. It normally happens when the price started to show a downtrend or the price started to fall. Our recommendation on this stock is for the potential investors. There is buying indicator, but the chart shows a downtrend. It is quite risky for the potential investors to buy the stock because they will get a very little profit or they won't get any profit if they buy the stock. For the current investors, they should sell the stock to reduce the risk of loss since the price shows a downtrend.
The next stock that we have chosen is SUNW Group Berhad. SUNW Berhad are a Muslim Asian bank that is known and they also one of the leader in Islamic finance. They offer consumer banking, commercial banking, investment banking, Islamic banking and asset management product and service. SUNW Berhad is the fifth of the largest group in banking industry with asset in Asia. We analyzed this stock from 1 July 2020 until 30th June 2021 was about 1 year as our time frame. The trend analysis for this stock is uptrend line. Support and resistance have been found in this stock. The support line was occurring for the first on December 2020 until May 2021. This support line was happened because of the price level at which the demand is thought to be strong enough to prevent the price from declining further. The resistance line, it is occur on March 2021 and upper than the current price. We have been used two indicators, which is moving average convergence divergence MACD and relative strength index RSI. Based on MACD indicator, we can see that the MACD line was crossed below the single line that can be indicated it is as a selling signal for that time on 21 December 2020. We also could see that the buying signal on the chart that happened when the MACD line was crossed above the single signal line is negative 0.044 in early February 2021. For the first RSI buying signal, it occurring when it is below 30% and move increase cross the oversold line, which we can see the signal that is happened on early November 2020. Then, for the selling signal occur when the RSI line above the 70%, which is overbought zone. For the recommendation for this stock, for the existing investor, should hold the stock, which it may be possible for the stock price will be increased for the next upcoming month. And for the potential investor, they should buy the stock as it will give the benefit to them because this stock is showing the uptrend lines stock price and give the profit to the potential investor as a start in the investment.
Next, we are using Bollinger Bands and Stochastic as the indicator to analyze the trend analysis, the support and resistance line, and also to recommend the current and potential investor either to buy or sell or to hold the stock. We choose SUNW to analyze the chart and also choose a 1-year time frame from 1st June 2020 until 30th June 2021. As we can see, this is the result of the indicators we are used on the SUNW stock. For the trend analysis, there is an uptrend line that happened in the middle of November 2020. There is also a sideways line that happened between September until November 2020. This sideways line occurs when the forces of supply and demand are almost equal. It happened when the lines touch both resistance and support lines. For the support and resistance lines, we see the first support line that happened in August until November 2020. This support line is established when the support line is below the current price. For the resistance line, we see it at November 2020. The resistance line occurs when the price level at which selling is thought to be strong enough to avoid the price from growing further. We also can see that there is a resistance line that turns into a support line. It happens when the price breaks above the resistance level. The broken resistance level will turn into support line. For the indicator, we are using both Bollinger Band and Stochastic. We can see when the Bollinger Band made a selling signal, Stochastic also made a selling signal. We can see this situation happen on March 2021 when the Bollinger Band start to expand and when the percentage of K line cross below the percentage D line. For the recommendation, for the potential investor, they should buy this stock for now because the price of the stock happened to make an uptrend and it will give the profit to them. For the current investor, they should hold the price as there will be a possible that the price of the stock will increase for the upcoming months as we saw an uptrend for this stock for the past several months.
Next is Bumi Armada Berhad. Bumi Armada Berhad is an international provider of offshore energy facilities and service based in Malaysia. They involved in the production and import segment through the floating gas solution segment of the liquefied natural gas value chain. The trend analysis for Bumi Armada Berhad is an uptrend line that is from the early July 2020 until June 2021. So the stock is being uptrend for a year. Besides that, we have found that a support and resistance line. Support line was occurring for the first on December 2020 until early February 2021. For the second support line is on end of the April. As we can see, the price is start to increase from RM 0.39 cent. The resistance line occurred on March 2021 because they are upper than the current price. There are three indicators that have been used in this stock. Firstly is double moving average. Double moving average for the selling signal have been occurred when the shorter moving average crossed below the longer moving average on early February 2021 with a price of 34 cents. For the buying signal, it occurs on end of February 2021 with a price of 35 cents. This happened because the shorter moving average was crossed above the longer moving average. Next is the ROC, which is rate of change. For the buying signal, it may appear when the ROC line below the zero line. As we can see on the chart, It is happened on the early November 2021 with a value of negative 70.23. And on the December 2020, the selling signal was occur when the ROC line is above the zero line, which is the ROC value 43.09 was greater than 0. And lastly, for the indicator is RSI. The buying signal is occur when it is below 30% and move increase cross the oversold line, which we can see the signal that is happened on early November 2020 and on the end of the April 2021. The selling signal appear on February and June 2021, which is it is occur when the RSI line above the 70%, which is overbought zone. The recommendation from us for the existing investor, they should hold the stock as the stock performance for long term still in the uptrend line. Even the price of the stock a little bit decrease and the price may increase. It also will give the benefit for the existing investor as the stock price have been increased for about this past 1 year. Besides that, for the potential investor, we recommend they to buy the stock because the long-term performance of this stock was good and have been in the uptrend line since July 2020 until June 2021. Armada berhad will give a good benefits and profit when the potential investor make a long-term investment to this stock.
Next, we are using moving average convergence divergence, or also known as MACD, and relative strength index RSI as the indicators to analyze the trend analysis, the support and resistance line, and also to recommend the current and potential investor either to buy, sell or hold the stock. We choose Aeon to analyze the chart and also choose a 1-year time frame from 1st June 2020 until 30th June 2021. As we can see, this is the result of the indicators that we are using, which are MACD and RSI. For the trend analysis, there is an uptrend line that happened in early November 2020 until May 2021. There is also a sideways line that happened between March 2020 until the end of April 2021. For the support and resistance line, the first support line is at early March until May 2021. For the resistance line, we can see the line at December 2020 until March 2021. This resistance line also happened to turn into a support line as the resistance line was broken and there was a new resistance line occur in March until June 2021 at the price of RM 1 ringgit and 38 cent. For the indicator, we are using MACD and RSI as the indicator for this stock. There is also a buying signal and selling signal happen in the stock. For the buying signal, it happened at the middle of August 2020 when the MACD line crosses over the signal line. This buying signal also occurred in the late of May 2021. For the RSI indicator, the buying signal also occurred at the same time as the buying signal appeared on the MACD indicator. This buying signal happened when the RSI entered the oversold zone, which was at below 30%. For the selling signal, we can see it at early January 2021 and at the end of March 2021. This selling signal occurs when the MACD line crosses below the signal line. For the RSI indicator, the selling signal also occurs at the same time as selling signal of MACD occur. The selling signal for RSI indicator occurs when the RSI enters the overbought zone, which is at 70%. Our recommendation on this stock is for the potential investor. They should buy this stock as the stock is making uptrend for the past 6 months and it will give the profit for the potential investor at this moment. For the current investor, they should hold the stock as there will be possible that the price of the stock will increase for the upcoming months as we saw an uptrend for this stock. The potential investor can make a long-term investment to get a higher profit.